All we can tell you is that it's probably in the general area about 20 miles north of here.
Oh.
It's a research balloon, is it?
Yes, we fired an instrument capsule to 90 miles by rocket. That balloon is supposed to bring it back down. Is this a map of the area?
Yes. It could be somewhere in here.
But that's about 50 square miles. We've got to find it in the next few hours.
Oh.
The trouble is the particle tracks that are being recorded deteriorate in a few hours, so it's urgent we find it by sundown.
Well, we'll cooperate all we can, Mr. Alford, but it'll have to be an air search. Take too long to search the woods from the ground. There's 3 kids with horses up at Sampson Lake. That's in the area. I think I'll give them a call about this.
Oh, this is no job for children.
You don't know these kids. XNY556, A for Apple. Come in, please. Over. What does this capsule look like, Mr. Alford?
5 feet long and cylindrical.
Listen, Pete. A balloon with a research capsule attached to it has come down in your area. It's 5 feet long and tube-shaped. The balloon is fluorescent orange.
A balloon went over here about an hour ago. I guess that's what it was. Seemed to be drifting down into the valley where old McLeod lives.
All right. Now listen, Pete. There's some cosmic ray information that'll be useless if that capsule isn't picked up by nightfall. I want you to go over, scout around the valley, and see if you can find anything back in there. In the meantime, we'll concentrate the air search out that way. Over?
Okay, George. We'll let you know if we get anywhere. Over and out.
It's gonna be murder trying to find that thing in this kind of country.
Well, we've got to try it. Well, let's go over to McLeod's shack and work up the valley from there.
Well, this looks as good a place to camp as any.
Trust you folks ain't planning to stay too long.
Why? Something wrong?
Yeah, we've been having terrible problems with them mice around here lately.
I beg your pardon?
Didn't bother me none. Kind of have a respect for a man's desire for privacy.
Well, now look, if you want to be private, just be on your way, my friend. You don't own this valley any more than I do.
I don't know about that now. I've lived alone here for a long time.
So, what's that to me?
Just a friendly observation.
Arnie,
Yes, dear.
look at that thing.
Look at what thing?
Over there in the air. What is it, some kind of weather balloon?
No, it's too big for that. It seems to have some kind of payload attached to it.
This goes to show you.
Show me what?
Folly of them scientists allowing a valuable object like that to float down here in my valley.
Well, it's as good a place as any, isn't it?
It'd probably get stole.
What?
Oh, not by me, of course. I got no interest in them novelties. Wouldn't walk down the road to see it. But on the other hand, them mice of mine, they'd probably clean you out here and then scamper over there and throw it in the river. Things like that happen around here, believe me.
You know, I think you may be right at that.
About what?
About us leaving here. I think we'll just do that.
Well, no, I didn't mean to frighten you.
Oh, it's all right. I just remembered that I'm very allergic to mice, unfortunately, so come along, dear. Let's get rolling, shall we?
Are you out of your mind?
Not at all. I just had an idea.
Well, he must be nuts or something. Now, you go on home. Don't give me no arguments now. I want to hike over there and see where that dang balloon came down. Look, it ain't a case of trying to get rid of you. I need you at the house to protect things. Now, go on home. Okay? Go on home. I think you believe me.
No transmission at all. All right. I can't understand it. How we lost track of the capsule. It's got an automatic radio transmitter. It should be blasting its location all over the map.
Perhaps the impact knocked it out.
No. It's practically indestructible. The only way you could hurt it is if someone were to...
Yes?
No, no, nothing. It's out of the question. No one up here would even know about it. Just keep trying, would you, please?
Hi, Mr. McCloud. What are you doing out here?
And I might ask you the same question. You're a long way from home today?
For an official business from the ranger station.
We're hunting for an experimental balloon. They think it came down around here someplace.
See?
You haven't seen anything like that, have you?
Well, naturally, I ain't short-sighted, you know.
You know where it is?
Right back there in them woods about a quarter mile, alongside the old logging road.
Well, thanks, Mr. McCloud. See you later. Once that old guy wasn't kidding. That's the balloon, all right, bright orange.
But where's the capsule?
Somebody must have taken it. I gotta get George onto this.
Why would anyone want to swipe a whole lot of scientific stuff?
What's that?
Heavy static. This is XNY 556A Apple calling XNY 556. Come in, please. Oh, I can't get through that. We've got to.
Hey, you know who could have swiped that capsule, don't you? Old McCloud. I'm not saying he did, but, you know, maybe.
Yeah, well, it's true. He can do some pretty peculiar things sometimes. All right, let's go and talk to him. Mr. McCloud,
Yeah, I figured you'd be back.
we found the balloon, all right, but where's the capsule?
Tell you one thing, son. I never used them myself.
Use what?
Vitamins. Oh, I hear they're good for children and all that, but when you get to be 104 years old like me, there ain't much point in swallowing vitamins. Too late, you might say.
What have vitamins got to do with this?
Well, they're the only thing I know of comes in capsules, ain't they?
Look, you know what we're talking about. It's sort of how would you explain it to him?
Well, it's a long tube, about 5 feet long, and it's about this wide, and it was supposed to be attached to the balloon.
And it's important, too. Full of scientific instruments.
You mean I shouldn't have eaten it?
Oh, come on now, Mr. McCloud. I mean, somebody took it off the balloon. Obviously.
And you think it was me?
Well, was it?
All I know is I prophesied it, then it happened. Now, whether it was mice, which I doubt, or it's got wheels of its own and just went off by itself, I can't say for sure any more than you can.
In other words, you don't know anything about it.
All I know is, if I was you, I'd get back into town and pass the word to your brother George. You're just wasting time with me, fellas.
And what are you going to do while we're gone?
I'm just gonna sit here until I make up my mind.
About what happened to the capsule?
Yeah, but whether I'll go down to the mouth of Deer Creek and pick some mushrooms, or go home and feed that gall-darn dog of mine. Meanwhile, here's a walking stick for you, young lady, in case your horse breaks down.
Thanks, Mr. McCloud.
Yeah, well, that's about all you'll get out of me today, so hit the trail. Go on, feed it!
Here it is. Thought for a minute we'd hidden it too well. Give me a hand here.
That's it. Now take it easy. Lift, that's the go. There.
Where are we going to take it?
Oh, to the nearest town. We'll drive in and telephone the government. See how much they'll pay to get it back.
We could get into trouble, huh?
Ah, what are you talking about? All we're doing is retrieving it. Why shouldn't we get a reward for our trouble? There.
Are you taking it tonight?
No, I don't want to be driving through this country after dark. No, we'll camp by the river. Just wait till tomorrow. There. Now, let's get out of here.
Oh, this is silly. It'll take us hours to get home.
Well, have you got any better ideas?
Well, why don't you just try the radio again? I know there's not much chance, but...
Okay, I'll give it a try. Hey, that's funny. There's no static now. This is XNY 556A Apple calling XNY 556. Come in, please. Over.
Pete, why didn't you tell me this sooner? Over? Static? What? Stand by, Pete.
What is it?
The kids have found the balloon, but the capsule's missing.
What?
Pete, get back to the balloon as fast as you can. We'll meet you there. Over and out. Come on. Let's grab the helicopter.
Well, that's it, all right. Tell me some more about this interference.
Well, it was kind of...
Oh, quickly now. What did it sound like?
Well, listen.
I don't hear anything.
Oh, there was some static or something last time we were here.
That pretty well cinches it, I think.
But if it came from the capsule transmitter, why didn't the tracking stations pick it up? You said it radiates about 1,000 miles, didn't you?
Oh, yes, of course, unless somebody pushed the antenna back inside in order to make it easier to carry. By sheer accident, this man McLeod has hit on the one way to make it difficult for us.
I can't believe that McLeod would take it. What on earth would he want with it?
Look, you said yourself he's some kind of nut, isn't he?
Well, I wouldn't call him that, Mr. Alfred.
He just has a peculiar sense of humor.
Oh, please, the man was here. And from what you tell me, he was the first and only person to be here except for you three. And you say yourselves he was acting suspiciously.
Yes, but Miss Elf...
On top of which, while he was here, there was an interference phenomenon, which you call static. And when he went away, as he did while you were absent, the static also went away. I think the case is quite plain, frankly.
So, what do you want us to do?
Find the man. Only question is, how far could he get with it? You say he's an old man. The capsule weighed over 100 pounds.
Well, that wouldn't make any difference to McLeod. He's as strong as an ox, unfortunately.
He could carry it all the way home if he wanted to.
But you say he wasn't going home.
Well, he said he hadn't decided yet.
Very well. May I make a suggestion?
Sure.
You and I take the helicopter and see if he did go home. In the meantime, these children can go up to the other place he mentioned. All right?
Okay, Pete?
It's got to be done, I suppose.
And if you want to reach us and have any trouble with the interference again, just remember two things. A, it means that you found the capsule. And B, all you have to do is move a few hundred yards away and you'll be able to get through to us. All right? Come on, let's get started.
Somebody's coming.
Who?
Some children.
Oh, kids. Now listen, Betty, get a hold of yourself. The way you're behaving, I think we're crooks or something.
Well,
Well, who have we got here?
I'm Pete Keeley, sir. My brother's the chief forest ranger.
You haven't seen no mango patch. They're heading upriver, have you?
No. You're our first company. Then we haven't been here very long.
This was about an hour and a half ago.
Oh. You look kind of serious about it. Something wrong with this guy?
Well, there's some people who want to talk to him about a scientific instrument capsule.
What?
It came down at the end of a balloon, about, 3 miles north.
And it's about 5 feet long.
You haven't seen anything like that, have you?
This old man is supposed to know something about it?
Well, they hope so. It's pretty urgent to find this thing. Had some kind of information about the cosmic rays, and it'll only last about another hour or so longer. After that, it's completely worthless.
Oh. Well, no, we haven't seen it. Nor your old man either, I'm afraid.
Well, thanks anyway, sir. Have a nice vacation.
Oh, you still want to go on to Deer Creek?
Might as well. We're almost there anyhow.
Barney, we're getting in some kind of a jam.
Wait just a minute. I gotta think.
Well, he obviously hasn't brought it here. All right, what did you do with it?
Amazing how they judge human character, ain't it? Get in the house there. Go on, get in there.
Look, you've got to answer his questions, Mr. McLeod.
Hey, you want to know where I put it?
You mean you really did take it?
You want proof? Go and find it. River's only 40 miles long. You can dredge it up in no time. You put your mind to it.
Do you mean to say that you took our capsule and threw it in the river? All right, you're coming with us. We're going to fly up and down that river until you show us exactly where to find that capsule. And for every minute that we're too late, I'll see you spend 6 months in jail.
You know, sometimes I get the idea I talk too much.
You sure do, brother.
Oh, well, I always wanted to take a ride in one of them things. Whatever happens, it'll be an interesting experience, probably. So, let's go, gentlemen.
It's on vacation, this is them. Awful roads, mosquitoes, thunderstorms.
Hurry up, we gotta ditch that thing as far away as we can get.
They seem to be in an awful hurry.
I thought they said they were leaving tomorrow.
Oh, there, boy.
Say, did you find the old man?
No, he must have gone home.
Well, I remembered after you left that we did meet an old guy earlier today, and like you said, he was talking about something or other came off a balloon, if that's worth anything to you.
You mean he told you about the capsule? Well, what did he say?
Well, I wouldn't want to get him in any trouble, but he was raving about chucking it into the river.
Arn. Why didn't you tell us this before?
Well, he was sounding off so much, we didn't pay much attention.
Gabby, Chubb, come on.
I think it's funny those people didn't mention it before.
Well, it doesn't prove that he did anything except talk.
Listen, that's it.
He must have buried it around here someplace.
But it couldn't have. It's going away.
What?
It's going away.
But that's impossible. If it's here,
Going away. Going away, you've got it, Gabby. You said it was going away. Well, they're going away, too. That's where the interference is coming from. They must have the capsule.
launcher's coming.
This is XNY 556A Apple calling GM Jack Apple Yellow. Come in, please.
Now you stay here. Leave this to us.
Hey, what's the big idea?
We've reason to believe you have possession of a scientific instrument capsule.
And if I'm too late to seal off the particle track recorder, you're in for it.
Just a minute. You got a search warrant, Bub?
You could be in grave trouble if we're too late. Do you want to make it even worse?
Don't say anything to them. They got no right to question you like that.
But we're on the spot. Don't you understand?
In the trailer.
You gonna lay charges against these people?
I'll let you know in a few seconds. No. We're in time. Just get rid of them before I...
On your way. And don't ever come back to this area again. And now I think you and I have a little job to do, Mr. Elford.
What? Oh, yes, him. I'll be with you in a second.
Like I say, I'm very grateful to you.
Oh, it's just a bit of luck, Mr. McLeod.
Well, it turned out all right, anyway. And it was an interesting experience.
Mr. McLeod.
Yes, sir.
I owe you all kinds of apologies, obviously.
Well, you didn't have much choice. I practically admitted it. And if I do say so myself, I did a pretty good job of misleading you.
So good, in fact, I almost believed you myself, Mr. McLeod.
You did? See, how am I going to get home now? Are you going to fly me?
Anytime you're ready, I'll take you first. Come back for you later.
Good. And if you're ever out this way again, my boy, look out for the mice.
I beg your pardon?
You, forget it. You better stick to science.
You know, that man is amazing.
Isn't he?
He makes me feel as if I were some kind of nut or something.